good time. This is the last lap.
All over the back bumper, up with the LEI, Well, congratulations, man. You pulled it off. You got your best you want to do tonight. Caution is out.
Jeffrey just hooks AJ.
Hello there, Gerald Thaler's Pool, driver of the number 3 Kings of Thrash, alloy wheel repair specialist of the upstate Chevy Silverado. Let's go racing, boys.
William Manslam Mann Jr., driver of the number 29 Chevy Silverado, sponsored by Old Kent Whiskey and Mann's Maintenance. Passing out toasters. It's playoff time, baby.
Jimmy Johnson, Queensboro, New York, driver of the EHP Chevy Silverado number 39, sponsored by Edwards Racing Setups, JR Button Boxes, JR Graphics and Design, and Warward Laps. I've come here to do one thing, chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I'm Brian Ashenska, driver of the number 44 Mountain Dew Throwback Toyota Tundra.
William Mann Sr. here, driver of the number 57 Duff Beer Chevrolet, sponsored by Mann's Maintenance and racing for Only Mann's Racing Team.
I'm Nicole, that's what she said, Kriesel, and I drive the number 6 car, and I'm also known as the BRR Queen.
JR running the KTM Chevy Silverado. Just like to send a couple messages.
Hello there. Gerald Thanos Poole, driver of the number 3 Kings of...
Hello, everybody. We are back live here again at Talladega Motor Speedway, BRR League Trucks. We got playoffs. We got round 1. And I've had a little technical difficulty getting on, so I'm going to do this real quick. We got 5 minutes left. I want to try to interview some of the contenders here. And we'll see if we can get some. I'm sure there'll be a couple cautions. Yeah, Jason, I knew you'd like that. Let's see who we can pull in here. Cool. Let's grab, while we're on him, grab Jason first. Jason Rome, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud? Jason, you got a copy? Talk to me. Hold on. Let's pull Thanos in here. Thanos, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud? Gerald, you got a copy, bud?
Copy me now?
Ah, there we go. I got you. Okay, I was like, oh no, what's going on? Yes, I got you. You're the sponsor of the race again. I believe you are first in points, if I'm not mistaken.
10-4, we got a massive 1-point lead on second and 10 points on 10th. So we got a crazy race to figure this out.
So nothing like having a nice restrictor plate track to start round 1 of the playoffs off, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a roll of the dice to see what happens. I'm sitting here kind of considering, what I'm going to do for qualifying.
So that's my next question. Are you going to play it safe? Being that you have the big 1-point lead over second and the 10 over 10th. Are you going to play it safe, just riding the back kind of towards the end, or are you just going to go aggressive and go for the all-out win?
My experience in these races is if you win from the back, it's because you're lucky and probably missed a thing or two, and if you're up front and do well, then it's probably because you missed a thing or two. So, like I said, it really is a roll of the dice, especially considering it's a playoff race. So, yeah, I have a tendency to want to play it safe. I've made my way up through these sorts of fields before, so I'm just going to, think about it until time runs out, and we'll see how it goes.
10-4, bud. Well, good luck tonight, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end in Victory Lane.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for all you do. We'll catch you later.
No problem. What group were you in? Sorry, I forgot.
Outhouse.
4. Gonna bring Jared Heasley in. Jared Heasley, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
How's it going, man?
I'm good. Are you feeling better? You sound better.
I'm feeling a lot better, to be honest with you.
10-4. Well, that's good. We're glad to hear it. We missed having you out there. So 9th in the points. What's your strategy for today? You gonna play it safe, hang at the back till the end, make your moves then, or are you gonna just go super aggressive right off the rip?
You know better than that. You gotta go after it at Talladega. Like, if you're this far down, you gotta go forward. Nobody, nowhere but up.
That is the truth. I'm agreeing with you there. I love the format of throwing a restrictor plate race. I was just talking to Thanos in as the round 1, because that can take the 10th place person to first and first to 10th just like that. It's such a cool track, where pretty much everybody has a shot. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, that's the fun part about putting me thrown in here as the first race, is that it mixes everything up as soon as we start this thing, and that's the fun. That's the plan.
10-4. Well, good luck tonight, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end of this thing.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, let's see. We got a minute here. Let's see who else we can pull in here. This should be it. Man Slammer, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
I got a copy of the booth.
All right, I know we got 43 seconds here. I'll make it quick. So, Talladega, playoffs round 1. I've been asking everybody, what's your strategy? You gonna go balls to the wall and attack it aggressive right off the rip, or are you gonna hang at the back and just kind of wait towards the end and try to see where where you're lined up there with a late caution and then go for it then?
I think we're gonna be choosy, kind of pick and move. I don't have a problem following somebody around. It'll help me with some fuel mileage. And there at the end, we'll turn up that aggression, see what we can do, bank some fenders, hopefully not too much.
Well, I would expect it no other way than to have every truck in here tonight on the roof at the end, right? I mean, that's how you do it at Dega.
Oh yeah. I'll be yelling race hell, praise Dale, and we'll be doing some turtle time, that's for sure.
10-4, bud. Well, hopefully, good luck today in the race, and hopefully we're talking to you at the end of this thing in Victory Lane.
Sounds good, man. I'm ready to do some burnouts. I've been practicing.
Oh, well, that's always a good thing. All right, let's see. We got 2 laps here. Let's see who's going out first. Let's get on the car here. See who's taking track, if anybody. Like Jared is qualifying. Car on him. We just spoke with him. Let me see here. All right. Looks like I won't grab man. Let me see. It looks like JR is going. Let's grab Brian here. Not on the track yet. I see Topher is in race control. Brian Oshenska, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing there, Richie?
I'm good. How about yourself? First off, you're not qualifying, right? I don't want to disrupt
I
you.
was just talking to Thanos about that actually. It's like, do I want to qualify and hope to be up front and just stay there, or start in the back and hope to avoid any problems, if you know what I mean? So it's a tough call, and I don't want to be in the middle either. So I'm trying to make a decision right now.
And that's the tricky thing about having a restrictor plate track right off the bat in round 1 is there's like he was saying, there's really no right or wrong way. You can start at the front and you got to be lucky at some point to miss it, or you can start at the rear and again you're gonna have some luck somewhere in there to miss something. So there really is no right or wrong way to go about it. I guess it's just preference.
Exactly.
So I forget where you're at in the points, but when the race does get going, are you going to play it more aggressive, or are you going to just kind of, even if you start at the back, are you going to hang at the back or be more on the aggressive side?
I mean, I think I'm coming into this in 5th, so kind of in the middle there. So, I mean, I like this track a lot, and I especially like, I used to not be like this, but I do like to race 3 wide, actually, and I like the high side, that 3rd lane a lot. I use that in the other league that I'm in quite a bit, so I'm kind of known for going to the high side. So I think if I see the openings there and maybe towards the end, I'll probably go for it. But I think at the beginning, I probably won't qualify, to tell you the truth. I think I'm just going to see how it unfolds and, pick my spots.
10-4, not a bad strategy, but I'm glad to hear you're going to take it 3 wide because that makes it super entertaining for me. I was telling them, you guys better all be on your roofs going across the line at the end. You ain't doing it right.
You don't want to follow the leader race, do you?
That's right. Well, again, good luck tonight in the race. Hopefully, I'm talking to you at the end of Victory Lane. Also,
awesome.
Thank you for everything you do with the paint jobs and everything for the league and stuff. And hopefully you have a good race tonight and can maybe jump into a top spot there.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And hey, thank you, Richie, for doing the broadcast again here. Really appreciate it, so we get some exposure. So thank you for everything you do.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Brian.
All right, Richie.
All righty. All right, let's see who else we can pull here on the track. Looks like we can get Man Senior. Let's grab him quick. Man Senior, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
You got the wrong man.
Oh, I got Junior again.
Literally,
Gosh darn it. We don't
wrong
want
man
you
with two
again.
ends.
All
Hey,
right,
but I'm a crown
hold
savior.
on.
Come on.
Man Senior, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yes, sir, Richie.
Awesome. I grabbed the right one this time. I grabbed Junior again. So take us through your thoughts. What's your strategy going to be today in this race?
Well, there's a plan A, plan B, and plan C. If things ain't too wild, I'm gonna try and stay up front. If looks like I qualified second.
Well, that's a good starting spot.
Yes, sir. And if things will get too crazy there, I'll drop to the back here and float around the back for a bit. Wait till like the last 15 laps. Okay.
Well, that sounds like a really good strategy, and it should keep you safe till the end. Anyway, congratulations on making it to the final 10, and good luck in this race. And hopefully, we're talking to you in victory lane, bud.
Thank you, Richie.
All right, everybody. That will end the interviews for right now. We have a few more to get to, but I'm sure we'll have some caution. Get to try to do the remaining few that I didn't get to under caution. Let me. Oh, isn't that a shocker? Canadian Stig is on the pole. Very interesting. I tried to talk to him, but he not accepting my calls. I'm gonna have to yell at him later for that. I'm just kidding. Looks like we got 70 laps here to settle this thing. Yeah, it's Dega. It's gonna be wild. Definitely 2, 3, 4 wide. It's definitely. Oh, excuse me. It's definitely wide enough. To go 4 wide. Not sure how many sets of tires they have. Doesn't matter. You won't need anyway. Pretty much just gonna need the fuel. So we'll have to see how this thing plays out here. Looks like we got roughly 14-ish trucks in the field here. Give you the rundown here. It is Jason Rome on pole. Man Senior is second. Topher Baltimore is third. Topher, you're supposed to be in race control. What the heck? Anyway. Jimmy Johnson is fourth. DJ Kinner is fifth. Jared Heasley is sixth. Mark Dantuma seventh. Man Slammer Jr. is 8th. Corey Harrigas is 9th. Rick Sargent 10th. Kevin Giguar is 11th. Gerald Poole, a.k.a. Thanos, is 12th. Brian Oshenska is 13th. And Caleb Kilgore is rounding out your field in 14th. So, got another half a lap here on the pace lap, and we will kick this off. It looks like somebody's dropping low. It's got to be Junior. He has to hit that cone. And Jason is getting a black flag because he's below the yellow. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so this should be entertaining here. Hopefully, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect, to be honest. I mean, half that we talked to seem to say they're going to play it safe, some aggressive. Not really sure what to expect here. We'll just have to wait and let it unfold before our eyes. And I will hit you when we go green here. I'm going to hit you with a crank it up right off the bat while they're all packed up. They should be packed up all night long, but Jason Rome leading them down here. I believe the restart zones are in effect. I'm pretty sure. So I'm not really sure if the first one the leaders get to go on green or not. I think the first one you have to go on green, and then everyone after that will be controlled by the leader and second place. So basically, restart zones you have to maintain at whatever the speed limit is they validate, and it's the Geico that you'll see on the should be on the bottom unless they're not active here. Well, anyway, you have to maintain speed through that. There it is, Geico. You see it there. You can go anywhere in that Geico zone. Green flag's out. Jason Rome gets a good jump there. Gonna lead him down. And we are off here at Talladega. And Senior gonna go to the high side here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me give you a little crank it up here. Crank it up. Oh, somebody's down low there. Looks like might be. I'll check on that. They are still double wide. Jason Rome still your leader. Looks like we got everybody's on the bottom here except Jimmy Johnson is your leader. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Now Jared Heasley is your leader. So it looks like we have quite a big line of cars on the bottom. The top has 2 or 3. You got Jason Rome going 3 wide here on the outside of Manslammer here. This is on board Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, definitely the bottom lane. There's only 3 trucks in that outside lane. I don't know that that's going to get it done. They're going to have to get a few more up there. They're going to probably drift towards the back here. Seems like everybody's down in the low lane right now. It's kind of playing it safe. Jared Heasley leading this field here. I'm sure he's thrilled. He's been a little under the weather lately, so good to see him back and sounding a little better, feeling a little better, and able to start his playoffs. He is a playoff contender. I believe he is 9th to start the round 1 in the playoffs. So, I'm sure he'd love to come out here and get a victory and, get a little further up into the playoff standings. We're going to do 1 more race next week, and then we will drop the bottom 3 out of those 10. And then we will do another 2, drop the bottom 3 again, and then we will have 1 final race with the championship 4, and basically points will be reset to 0, and the best finisher of those 4 will be our champion. Also, at the end of next week, we will, once we drop the bottom 3, we will reset the points again, with the leader being 1 point, everybody 1 point back. So it'll get reset at the end of every round here. Everybody's playing nice to begin with here. Look for your biggest mover so far is Manslammer Jr. He's up 4 spots. Rick Sargent is also up 4 spots. Thanos is up 3. And Brian Oshenska saying he was going to play it safe, but let's give Brian a shout out here. He's also up 4. There's Brian in the Mountain Dew truck there. Brian is very well known, not only just in our league, but on trading paints and stuff. He paints a lot of cars, and he does some really amazing work. Paints a lot of the BRR cars, trucks, whatever. He just does really awesome work. So, really love him for that, and that's really cool that he's able to do that. We got a 4. We got Jason Rome up there on the back of Jared Heasley, up on the high side, getting her wound up. Still only 4 trucks though. I mean, unless they get real tight together. They are making a good push though for only having 4 up there. See if the Canadian State can push Jared up into the lead here. And you got Junior and Jimmy Johnson on the bottom there. It looks like Jimmy Johnson moved up in front of Jared. Jared gonna make it 3 wide here. 3 wide, no help though. Up, Senior's gonna go up with him. Jason Rome was thinking about it. We're almost 4 wide here. That was almost a catastrophe. Jason thought better of it. Very wise move on his part. That was gonna be game over. Interesting to note, they do actually have 1 fast repair, so you can be a little crazy with it here at first. We're about to be 3 wide here again. Oh, they're getting a little antsy. We got somebody swerving down there behind Man Jr. to the lead, up 6 spots. Who's that? Rick Sargent was getting a little loose down there. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not gonna jinx it. But there is somebody having a very good run right now. That's all I'm gonna say. It's like the High Line just doesn't really have. They don't really know who they want to let lead this pack. If they can kind of just get towed up front to rear, they'll go a lot. Uh-oh, Jason looking to potentially make a move. We got Jimmy Johnson out in the lead. Manslammer Jr. is in second. JR is third. Now second. So the Man Sr. is fourth. Rick Sargent fifth. Jared Heasley sixth. Topher Baltimore slipped back to seventh. Mark Dantuma is 8th, Gerald Poole 9th, Brian Oshenska 10th, Corey Hirriga is 11th, Kevin Giguar 12th, DJ Kinner hanging at the back there in 13th, along with Caleb Kilgore, probably just playing it safe. 7 down out of 70 here. This is on board the Canadian Stig. You can see the 29 and the 39 there are hooked up. Not a lot of air getting to Manslammer Jr.'s car, so you can do that for a little while, but at some point you gotta let it breathe, or you will overheat. It looked like he was thinking about cutting up in front of Jason Roan there. This is on board Junior here. He's giving him a little bump draft, just a little bit, a little kiss. It's definitely a fine art of doing it. If you do it a little too much, it's going to end in a very bad way. So there is a way to do it the right way and a way to do it the wrong way. Got Rick Sargent up there heading the top lane right now. It looks like Junior is thinking about when that top lane materializes, slicing up in front there. Rick Sargent is another one of your playoff contenders. He's up 4 spots here in 5th. Let's, who do we got that we're gonna give Brian some love here because he's right about middle of the pack. So this is kind of what it looks like here from what the drivers see rather. This is on board with Brian Oshenska, about mid pack. Not really a whole lot you can see there. As you can see, it's very restricted in the view. You viewers at home, you know, he's showing you all those angles, you know, get a good look at it. But this is what the driver is looking at. So it's a lot different. Tough to see around the sides. See, the trucks look like they might actually be a little loose. You can see Thanos there in front of Brian Oshenska and the Kings of Thrash truck there. You can see him getting a little loose. The truck wanting to jump out a little bit. So maybe there'll be a little more tire wear than we're thinking. Topher, I gotta do it. Topher Baltimore is out to the lead here in the Matrix truck, looking hot as hell out there, leading this pack. Rick Sargent tucked right up behind his rear spoiler, pushing him along. Go Topher. We have one person who was not able to be here today, and it's for good reason, and that is Nicole. That's what she said, Creasel, and she is at the Michigan Cup race, so I can't blame her for that. The unfortunate thing is this is her track. So she was sad she had to miss that, but she's also getting to watch the Cup guys go at it in real life tomorrow. So we hope she has a fun race and enjoys that, and hopefully we'll see her back next week, and she'll have a little work to do. Hi, Nicole, if you're watching. Miss you, love you. Oh, somebody made a big move. Looks like Rick Sargent, and looks like Senior's gonna not take that and go. He was thinking about going to his outside. This is on board Senior. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's not sure. It's like Man Senior is all by himself. They're drifting back. Everybody went to the inside. That got a little crazy for everybody. I think they thought Pump the brakes. We're not ready to do that just yet. Jared jumping up there with him though. Okay, let's see if Canadian Stig jumps up there maybe. If they can get formed up. That's one thing, you can't be afraid to run the top, because everybody just gangs up on the bottom. You're not gonna go anywhere. So looks like Jimmy John. Who's that? Is that Manslammer? That's the Manslammer. He jumps up in front of Jared. Oh, are they gonna put him 3 wide? They're gonna leave Junior out. They're gonna hang Junior out to dry. Oh, now Rick Sargent's gonna jump up with him. Senior's gonna go down the middle here. All right, now we kind of got it straightened out here. That was crazy. They left Junior out to dry there. Jared up to second. JR Canadian Stig is back in first. I must say, for 13 laps into a 70-lap event, they are playing rather nicely, which is a good thing, or is it a bad thing? I don't know. We want to see cars on their roofs. Come on now, trucks rather. Topher tucked in behind Jason Rome there. Cody cheating? Who's cheating? Thanks for hopping in, Cody. Appreciate it. Still here. All right, let's see what we got here. We got the Canadian Stig out in front. He is very good on restrictor plate tracks. I would say probably one of the best in our league at the restricted plate tracks. He knows how to get it done there. Jared getting a good push up top. He's going to cut down in front of the Canadian Stig. He's going to leave. Who was that up there? Was that Mark Dantuma? Oh, he's going to run the middle and try to play both angles here. Smart driving. But it looks like he's going to go to the middle, and he's got no help. So he is more than likely going backwards fast. Unless he can slot in here behind Senior. Senior looks a little loose, but Mark Dantuma is now your leader. He's up 7 spots from where he started. Looks like he'll have Manslammer Jr. up there behind him. Got Canadian Stig, Topher, and Jared Heasley at the bottom, followed by Thanos. Looks like the bottom lane is hooked up pretty good. You got Brian Oshenska there. Right on board with Thanos here. Doesn't look like it's. We saw it look like it was a little loose on the onboard from Brian, but it doesn't look like his hands are moving, you know, real crazy. So I think it might be all right. Maybe it was just a little, you know, momentary thing, but he doesn't look like he's sawing at the wheel too much, so could be all right. Pit stops, not sure. The leader not going to get as good mileage, but I would say somewhere, I don't know, 25, 30 laps maybe, something like that, 28 laps, somewhere around there. And we should see green flag pit stops. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where it can get very tricky because, get you a better view here. If you come down with no help, you're going to come out with no drafting help. You could go from being in the front of the lead pack to out of the draft and back at the back. So it's very important that they come down in groups, you know, when pitting. And then, of course, then you have to nail your stop. Jared Heasley going 3 wide here. Got a Senior. Looks like Jason Rome going to cut up there. Jared with the power move, thinking about going under him. You got Manslammer Jr. out there in first spot, being pushed by Topher. And his father is behind in 3rd spot. So if they get hooked up, father and son duo here, that'd be a cool 1-2 finish. Oh, man, Senior was almost up into Heasley. No harm, no foul. They got away with it. I'm very shocked. Everybody is playing like really nice. See, the bottom line there is got pretty many trucks in it, so that should be the. All you got up top is Jason, Rome, Jared, and Mark Dantuma. But they're getting a heck of a run here. Just as I say that, Jared pushes the Canadian Stig out into first. Oh, they are all three hooked up. Jason gonna drop down in front. That was a 3-truck push on another 8 trucks down on the bottom, but they were so close together that they were able to go faster than because they were so tight together, and the bottom lane wasn't quite as tight. But yeah, Jared Heasley pushes Canadian Stig out to the lead, and now they're kind of dropping back a little bit, but people will get up there. It looks like you got Rick Sargent up there and Corey Harrigas maybe back there. So they're getting some help. Mark Dantuma behind Jared now. Oh, Canadian Stig is loose. Canadian Stig is loose. He saves it. Hell of a save. He is going to drop probably to the back, but man, at least he saved it. He's got some room here in front of Jimmy Johnson if he wants to. He does. He will slide in there. Wow, that thing just snapped. I'm not sure if there was contact, but whew. Good save. You're going to have that happen. Lap 19 is the time to have that happen, and opposed to lap 65 or something like that. So, heck of a save, Jason, and then he'll get back up here. He knows how to do it. Jared Heasley. Oh, he was pushing Topher to the lead, and then he was going to make it 3 wide. They got it figured out, though. Now you got 2 tight lanes. I can see on my other monitor, Jason Rome is back there, up on the high side there. Last car on the high side, making another run here. Mark Dantuma is right up. Let's see if we can get a shot of this real quick. If I can get it. Went away. Mark was giving Jared a heck of a push. We'll see if he can get another good run here off of 4 rather. He was tucked right up behind it. I think he's going to push him to the lead here. I really do. If Jared wants to go down, he is clear if he wants to take it. But does he leave Mark high and dry? Now, can Mark clear it? Let's go back here. Mark might be able to get down as well, and he does. So Jared does the right thing there. Mark Dantuma pushes Jared Heasley out to the lead. And Jared could have just cut down when he cleared Topher, but he waited till Mark also cleared as a thank you, and Mark was able to slide in with him. So that's the way you'd love to do it, you know, for someone that pushed you up there. That's the proper way to work it out. It doesn't always go like that, though, but props to them for Jared for not hanging him out once he pushed him to the lead. That was cool. Most people just, as soon as they get out there, they drop right down. Mark thinking about taking a look to the outside of Jared. Now, I don't know, like I said, you don't want to be the lead truck. The lead truck is obviously burning more fuel. You're going to have to pit before everybody else. So, I mean, you don't want to be out there leading all the laps. I mean, everybody likes to lead all the laps, but at this track, that'll come back to bite you. Looks like you got Rick Sargent up there and the 91 on the high side. They're 3 wide. Looks like they put Junior to the middle there, and he's gonna drop back there. With 3 wide there, and Senior, Junior, and Sargent. Oh no, they got it worked out. Not sure if they might strategically be doing this, setting up here for pit stops. Like I said, we're on lap 22, so I would say anywhere from 25 to 30, depending on the fuel mileage. You're gonna see people start coming in. Maybe they're dropping back to save a little fuel and try to go a little bit longer and stretch it. Because you never know, getting to pit road can be tricky, and you know, get an accident or something, bring out a caution. Now you can pit under caution. So it's like we got everybody on the bottom except for 2 lone trucks up there, and I believe it's Rick Sargent and maybe Thanos. Look at that, JR already back up to Canadian Stig, back up to 4th. I told you it wouldn't take long until he was back up here. Shout out to all these drivers here tonight, playing very well in the sandbox together. Looks like we got everybody on the bottom. There's just 2 cars up top, although they are making a run. Damn, Rick Sargent being pushed by his, I don't even know what the number ain't matching, but pushed him right out to the lead. He is clear. He's going to leave him hanging, though. Rick Sargent's going to, nope, he's going to drop back up. Oh, he doesn't know what to do. He had him out there, but I think he didn't want to leave him out to dry. See if they can get another run. They can get that. See if they can get it. Push them. You want to try to do it and let the other one fall in line as well. That was a heck of a move there. I think Rick was thinking about coming down, but then he didn't want to leave him out to dry, so. They're doing it again. Rick Sargent being pushed here out to the lead. That is Caleb Kilgore. Sorry, Caleb. I wasn't used to that number. That was Caleb pushing the heck out of Rick Sargent. This is on board Rick Sargent here. See if they can get a run down the front stretch. Looks like Jared Heasley is on pit road. I saw him pull off there. Looks like everybody came to pit road except Rick Sargent. Oh, no. That is not what you want. Oh, man, this is going to be bad. Now you're going to see what happens. Everybody went to pit road. Rick is in the lead, yes, but all by himself, no draft. And these guys are going to come out here. I'm going to second. They're going to come out all together, and Rick very well is more than likely going to lose the draft. I'm not saying they won't get back in it with a caution, but this let's see if my theory is correct. He should pit immediately. He should pit this lap. The longer he stays out, the worse it is. They all pitted. Jared Heasley's off pit road. Jimmy Johnson back with him. Here they all come, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Jared, had a hell of a stop. 2 tires, maybe? No tires? Gas only? He's way out there in front. They will catch him, though. Don't worry about that. So here, okay. Now, Rick Sargent is on pit road. Let's see here. So everybody essentially came to pit road there and left Rick. It was just bad timing when he took the lead. Okay, and everybody's coming off together and drafting, right? So Rick's on pit road. Well, he did 1 lap by himself as the leader. Let's see where he ends up here. Tell you right now, he is still on pit road. Everybody is on the front stretch. He is still sitting on pit road. And this is what that car. He's coming off now. Okay, he's coming off now, but there's no way. He's gonna come into your screen here on the bottom. There he is on the bottom. And yeah, this is what that does when you have no drafting help. When you're the only one that doesn't pit. Dead last. Or close to it and way out of the draft. So he is going to need a caution. That is very unfortunate for Rick. He is a playoff driver. This is what I was saying with how it can flip real quick. Like if he finishes back there in 12th spot and you have someone like Jared who is 9th in points, or JR who is 10th in points and is currently leading. Jason Rome, a.k.a. Canadian Stig, back in the lead. Just a few laps ago, we saw him slideways and sideways, barely hanging on to it. Saved it, went all the way back to dead last, and here he is leading the thing again. Yeah, so there you go. That's unfortunately when you, and it's nothing that Rick did wrong or anything, right? Like he just happened to take the lead and everybody just was coming to pit road, right? So he didn't know that, you know, and it was just kind of too late. You're caught in no man's land. But that dropped him all the way back to 12th and lost the draft. It's 13 some seconds off the draft. So anyway, oh, Topher was thinking about 3 wide. He's still thinking about it. Topher, be nice. You're race control. I don't want to have to pull you in, Topher. Knock that crap off. Just kidding, buddy. Go get it. Go get yourself a win. This is on board with Tofi. Very steady hands. Tell he's very focused. Truck's handling good. Normally, if they're seesawing back and forth on the wheel, that's an ill-handling truck, and you can see he's very steady. Truck must be really comfortable under him there. We're about to go on to lap 30 of 70 here, so looks like they got roughly what 25 or 24 they pitted on. So you're looking at probably a pit stop every 24 laps. So 24 and what 44 or something like that, and that should get you to the end. Should. If there's no cautions though, there could. Well, I don't know. I think it'll be close, but you definitely don't want to be leading this thing. That's for sure, because which Jimmy Johnson just took the lead. They are coming up to put a lap on the 58 of Kevin Giguar. He does the gentleman thing, goes up high, lets these boys have at it on the underneath him. Jason Rome back out in front with being pushed by Topher, and you got Manslammer Jr. down there. And then there is a second pack. Hold on, let me get to it. Let's give them some love. Is being led by Thanos. Here, he's up 4 spots in 7th. So you got 7th through 11th here in a pack. So they're in a second single pack. That tells me they were at the back half of that pack when they pitted anyway. So obviously, doesn't mean they didn't hit their pit stops right. It just means you're a little bit behind coming in anyway. So you just naturally, even if you hit the stop correctly, you're gonna come out just that little bit. So, but the good thing is they have the pack formed. They can catch the pack in front if they stay exactly like this, and the pack up front does what I think I just saw them doing. Okay, you know, if they go too wide like that, eventually that pack behind will close. We'll keep an eye on that. Right now it's about 4/10 of a second. They are sorry, 4 seconds. They're 4 seconds off, but I can tell you it's coming down. What they're doing is working because the front group is side by side. It'll take a few laps, but they will close this down unless these guys get single file. No, don't jump out of line, Mark Dantuma. Don't do that. Don't do that. We had somebody jump out of line. Okay, they're back. They're back. Yeah, we got Mark Dantuma jumped out of line there. Kind of slowed that pack down. Either you just want to fall in line. You just want to catch the group up front first and then settle it out. Looks like you got Thanos there, Brian Oshenska, DJ Kinner, and Man Senior there. Now Dantuma will follow behind Man Senior, and they can continue their march toward the front. They just need to stay like this. I know it's tough because you want to pass and make moves and stuff, but best thing they can do is bumper to rear, and they will catch it. They lost a little bit of time there. Back up front, Canadian Stig is in the lead again. Corey Herrig is on his outside, though, being pushed by... Who is that? Is that Corey? It is Corey. Behind Corey, I can't see it. Oh, that is Kevin Giguar. Okay, so he was the car they lapped, but he must have tucked back in. So I don't know what happened there with him. Maybe he had a black flag on his pit stop and had to come back in. Because I'm showing Kevin and Corey, Caleb Kilgore are currently off the lead lap. Rick Sargent is 12th. Remember what happened there? He's 27 seconds off of the pack. So his race, he needs a caution badly. Looks like Kevin Giguard will push Corey Hirgas out to the lead. Corey, shout out, brother. Up 9 spots from where you started. Go get it, Corey. Jared has something to say about it. Jared is being pushed up there. That would be Caleb. Oh, that's his good buddy Caleb giving him a hell of a push. Topher in tow as well. Let's see if these three can get nose to tail and push all three to the front. This right now is helping that pack in the back. They lost a little bit of time when they got out, but it looks like they're currently losing a little bit of time here. But the more these guys stay too wide and stuff, better that will be for them. So you got the 2 lap cars of Caleb Kilgore and Kevin Giguard pushing Jared Heasley and Corey Hirgas. So that's, I mean, I'm okay. Like, this is great. I'm okay with doing this. But at the end, when it comes, down to crunch time, as long as what I would do is if you don't get your caution you need, I would, slowly drift to the back and let them boys that are on the lead lap fight it out. But for now, this is good. We're on 35 of 70 here. And I'm okay with it as long as there's no crazy stuff. Let's check. DJ Kinner is leading that second pack. Let's check on them. 6.64 behind. They are currently losing time. DJ's got Senior tucked up. That's good. Dantuma's pretty good there. Mark Dantuma can get a little closer, the tighter they get, the faster they will move forward. You can see there's gaps there. But I mean, that's easy to say. It's easy to say. Run a half an inch off his bumper and don't wreck him. Yeah, right. Yeah, real easy, right. But it looks like they are forming up now. There you go. That's a much tighter bunch there. If Thanos can get up there, and there you go. They're getting it figured out. So it's gonna take them almost the majority of this race to get back up there. But if done correctly, they will catch back up. And who knows? Maybe on the next round of pit stops, you could have a few more of these guys fall back. The bigger the pack, obviously, faster you'll go. It's like Corey out in the lead. He's got Kevin Giguard pushing him. Still got Heasley up on the high side in second, being pushed by his good buddy Caleb Kilgore. This would be the race with no cautions, so I didn't get to talk to some of the contenders, but we'll grab the ones we did not grab after the race, along with the race top 3. So stick around. We're gonna get you some interviews. If there's anybody in chat, what's the over/under? How many of you have this thing staying caution free? Or do you think we get at least one caution? What's your thoughts on it? Oh, in the chat if you're in here. It's like Jason, and I'm going to say it like this, me no dummy. Jason Rome, aka Canadian Stig, is hanging back there in 6th spot. And let me tell you, that's not because he can't make his way to the front. What he's doing, and I will confirm, but he is saving fuel. That is the best spot you can be, just a little bit off, let everybody else in front pull you around. In hopes that with this next pit stop, which should be their final, I think it's going to be close. I think there could potentially, if this thing stays green, I think this could potentially be a 3-stop race. I think. I'm not quite sure. I have to see when they pit again. But I think Jason's doing that by design. We'll confirm that, but he could easily be up there. He's saving fuel right now. He's letting everybody else tow him around. Jared right now is burning the most. Corey's even backing off there a little bit. I think he's starting to think about it as well. If they come true to when they did before, it should be around lap 44. So another 5 laps, we should see another round of green flag pit stops. And if that's the case, that looks like they're going every 24 laps. Which would put them at 44. It would make it a 3-stop race. They'd have to pit again on 64. Let's see what we got here. JR slowly making his way back up. Canadian Stig. Now they are about double wide here. That pack, let's check on them. They brought it down. They're getting it in. They're getting it together here. There's 6 seconds. Little, just a tiny bit over 6 seconds behind. But they got this thing figured out now, ladies and gentlemen, and they are catching them. They got it figured out. They will get there before this race is done. I guarantee you that, unless something crazy happens. They got this figured out now. And again, sometimes it's figuring out who's the better pusher, who's the better. Now, stay in line now, man, senior. Don't do that. Oh, he's tucked right up there. Look at that. That's how you do it. The way Senior, Dantuma, and Kinner are doing it. That's the other. Thanos and Brian need to follow that as well, and they will be right up there. Let's check the gap. Corey Harrigas is your leader. They're a little over 6 seconds behind, but it is working. They're coming. Just got to stay in line. I know that's easy to say, but it looks like we're coming up to lap. That's got to be Rick. It is Rick. So you see what that did, and it's just unfortunate for Rick. You know, he just took the lead, and everybody, literally everybody, came to pit road. So he had to do pretty much the entire lap and end of that lap with no drafting help, and this is what it did. It put him in 12th spot, about to lose a lap here. So let's see what they do here. We got some lane changing going on here. He does the gentleman thing, moves high. He's going to let them go by, and he should fall in. This is on board Corey. Good looking view out in front. That's the way people like it. Unfortunately, that is not the best thing for fuel. Now, let's see. In about 3 laps here, 3 or 4 laps, I think we're going to see pit stops. If that's true, we are going to have another set at around 64 laps. So it's going to be, if it stays green again. And I want to see if everybody comes again or if somebody has saved a little more fuel. You got Rick Sargent back there and Jason Rome just hanging a little bit off, saving fuel. DJ Kinner in that group, yeah, they're losing time now. That's unfortunate. They're back about 7 seconds, so they lost a second somewhere. Oh, we're 3 wide here. We got Caleb pushing Jared again up through the high side there. See if he gets tucked right up there and pushes him to the front again. Oh yeah, Caleb pushing Jared out there. Now again, Jared can slice down anytime he wants. He doesn't have to. Caleb is off the lead lap, so he can. Technically, once he pulls him to the front, pushes him there, he can swipe down if he wants to and not have to hang up there. That's if he chooses. So now the interesting thing you have here is the guy behind Caleb Kilgore is for position, and that is Rick Sargent. Right there. The 20 truck. He is behind Caleb on the high side there. And that is for position now. So, you know, he can fight it out. Him, Caleb, and Kevin can fight it out for 12th through 14th. The Canadian Stig up way high all by himself there. Yeah, that second group is losing a ton of time there. Something must have happened because they're about 8 seconds off now. 9. And it looks like Man Senior and DJ have kind of broken a little bit. Not sure what happened there. Somebody must have gotten loose here or something because they're very spread out. They need to get much tighter. You got Seniors looking to go under Kinner. I know it's tough. They need to just stay in a straight line until they get up to the other group. But easier said than done. Let's see here. Coming up on 44. I thought pit stops would come off of this turn, but okay, so we're going to go 44 here. Let's see if they come at the end of this lap. I think this is going to be 2 more stops yet. Jason Rome slices down high to low and gets right behind Kevin Gigor there. I'm sorry, Kevin, if I'm butchering your name. I apologize. Jason got dipped below the yellow there a little. Let's see if anybody... We got 26 to go. Let's see what they do. If they come here... I think they have one. I think they'll have to pit. Let's see what we do here. Let's see. I'm wrong. There's 26 laps to go. I think they can go 25 laps for sure. I think they're okay. They're going to do this on one more stop. But I think it's going to be close. If they come off of turn 4 this time by, they're literally getting 25 laps on a tank. So, like, they'll essentially pit with 25 laps to go. They'll literally be running out at the line. So that's going to be a game of cat and mouse then at the end. You don't want to be leading that whole last stint, or you'll probably run out of fuel. We'll see here. The farther you take this run, the better off you'll be on the fuel mileage situation. And then we don't even want to throw the caution word out there. If we get one of those, that just throws another monkey wrench because you're so tight on fuel as it is, you're going to probably have to come in. Especially if there's green, white checker and all that good stuff. 25 laps to go here, so 24 rather this time by. So it should be all right. I guess the fuel mileage was better than I thought. And I would say any time from now, they should make it. But like I said, it'll be barely making it. That back group. Now they're tight together, but they're 13 seconds back. I don't know if they're going to get there in time. They're getting formed up here again, but this is on board with Thanos here. So he needs to tuck that right up on Senior there, but I get it too. He's probably playing it safe because, you know, get yourself in trouble that way too. If one of them gets out of shape or something, you're going to be right up their backside and have your hood pushed in. So I get the risk. Right now, these guys desperately need a caution. Or which I didn't even think about this, because they're dropping, like I said, they were gaining, and then all of a sudden they just lost a ton of time. I think they're saving gas. I think they're saving gas to go, I don't know how much extra they save, but they're going to try to go longer and hope for a caution when the first group pits. That's what I think. That's my professional opinion. Topher up on the high side. He's got Jared Heasley behind him. Caleb going to drop down to the bottom. All right, 23 to go. They easily, I think, can make it from here now. Now, this is just gravy every lap they go on top of this. Oh, yeah, look at that group. DJ Kinner, now they're 16 seconds. They're saving fuel. I don't know how close this is, but I think they realize that's their shot. They have to, when this group pits, they need to stay out as long as they can, and they have to hope that these guys get to racing and cause a caution before they have to pit, and then they can pit under yellow and reset, and all is well. We got 22 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Harrigas is leading Topher. Frickin' Baltimore is second right now, having a hell of a run. And nobody deserves a better run more than him. I will say that. Anybody that knows Topher, he deserves this. So hopefully he can finish this out. Well, Canadian Stig got a little out of shape there. It's like Jared's gonna slice in front of him there. All right, he gathered it back up. Man, they're really stretching this. I didn't think they went that far in the first run, but oh yeah, that second group is like really far off. I think this could be interesting here. It's right now 20 laps, coming on 20 laps to go here. It's all about positioning. Now, well, obviously they have one more pit stop, but then when they come out of that, you're going to want to try to position yourself. Topher to the high side. He's going to try to pick up Rick's. We got pit action here. We got oh, everybody's coming. Smart move by Rick. He wasn't having that happen again. Everybody is coming. Let's guess the safety car has some engine sound to him. He's ready to come out. Looks like Topher might have slid through his box. Does he have to back it up? He does. That is going to hurt. Gosh darn it. Oh, we got Jason Rome first off pit road. That first spot helped that. JR kind of come off pit road with the lead here. And it looks like he's got Corey Hirrigus. Is that? No, is that Kevin? That's Kevin Giguar. Oh, Jason pumping the brakes a little bit there, trying to get. Now, if Kevin pushes him, they got a little gappage. If they get lined up, Rick and Corey actually are probably in the draft. Yes, they are. Unfortunately, the group behind has a little work to do. It's going to be a 4-truck breakaway here, unless they do that. Really, it's as crazy as this sounds. It's a 4-truck breakaway, but only 2 of them are for position. The other 2 are lap trucks. So only Corey and Jason are for position. Looks like they might battle this out with the lap trucks only, and they swap it around there, which is the correct thing to do. So it's going to be who can push better. Does Kevin give Corey a better push, or does Rick give Jason a better push? That's really what it comes down to here. Unfortunately, the other group here, we'll go back to them, is being led by Junior Slammer. Okay, they got some good form there. They're tucked in, but 19 laps to go. They're going to need a rocket booster, I think. If they do it better than the other group did, they should get there, but it's going to take some tight formations, and they got to really be on it. There you go. Jared is right up his pipe. He's got it. That's where it's at. Caleb needs to get up there and get tucked under Jared, and they will catch rapidly. Looks like JR and Corey have about a 2.8 second gap back to Manslammer and Jared and Jimmy and all them. So we'll see if they can catch this. Otherwise, it's going to be decided between JR and Corey. Oh, Corey going to get down. They're getting in line. They're not dumb. They're going to get in line here and push themselves even farther out, and then they will settle this thing. Smart, because once those guys get to you, that just creates a whole bunch more problems, more people. So the smart thing to do here is those guys behind them are in line. They now got in line to try to distance theirself and not allow them to catch up. That was smart because they were coming quick. Now it's going to be who has the tighter formation. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if they can, that second group can run this first group down here. Here's the first group, and then the second group is being led by Junior. Oh, we got a 3 on 4. I don't know if that's going to work. You got Junior, Jared, and Caleb. I think they're running them down. They are. They're there. They are running them down. That lady right here. Look, this is how you do it. Tucked in behind it, right there like that. Caleb's a little off, but still pretty close. 3 cars just ran down 4. They are in the draft now. They definitely have draft. It seems like the first 4 got it figured out now. As you can see how tight this is. Unfortunately, that group caught them, and we're going to have a little battle here. It's going to be got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the lead lap. Jimmy Johnson here is kind of in no man's land. Rick Sargent jumping to the high side there. Jimmy, I don't think has any drafting help here. No, he's all alone, so he lost the draft. Unfortunately, he will not be a factor. I did hear some crashing, and might have been Caleb. No. Caleb was purple. Sorry, he was having a lap. I don't know. I heard banging, but must just be random sounds. 16 laps to go. Oh, somebody went below the yellow here. I don't know who that is. Anyway, It was Kevin. Okay. Yeah, you cannot pass below that. Looks like he, I think he's just conceding and letting these guys on the lead battle it out. Guys behind desperately need a caution. There's some 20. You got Jimmy Johnson in no man's land in 5th, and he's 8 seconds off this lead group. And then you got another 15 seconds or so back to the next big group. Gerald Poole, Brian Oshenska, DJ Kinner, Topher Baltimore. What? Topher, that's right. Topher slid through his box. Why that happened. And then you got another 10 seconds back, Man Senior and Mark Dantuma. So they must have had a bad pit stop because they lost 10 seconds on it. Oh. Anyway, it looks, unless we get a caution, it's going to be decided between Junior here, Jared, Corey, Canadian Stig, and you got 3 lap cars there to help assist them in figuring out who we're going to have as our winner. It's like no surprise there. Caleb is going to get tucked right up behind Jared. Those 2 are buddies. I don't expect him to move off Jared. You got Sargent up there behind as well. Again, you got to be careful not to overheat. You know, you can tuck up behind for so long, but you do that and hold it there, you will overheat and blow the motor. 14 to go. Looks like we're going to have Kevin going to drop down into the bottom lane, so that'll give a 5-on-3 here. 5-on-3. Sorry, 4-on-3, so that should prevail. This depends. "13 laps to go here, ladies and gentlemen. At the line, we are 13 to go. No way this race goes caution-free. It's looking that it might do that, though. Jimmy Johnson looks like he's backing up towards, yeah, he's dropping a lot. Looks like he's backing up towards maybe Gerald trying to grab onto that group. They're going to catch him, actually. Gerald could potentially get himself a top 5 here. They are eating Jimmy Johnson, which makes sense. I mean, Jimmy's he's all by himself. He's 1 car, and these guys got a 4-car pack, so they're going to eat him up. You can, let's give you a quick closing rate here. That's out the gearbox of Jimmy Johnson. That's out the rear spoiler, and you can see. Well, now they're not coming as quick, but you'll see off this turn, they're coming. And I mean, they're chunking seconds out. There you go, you see him in the screen. So they're gonna catch him. Well, look at how fast they're closing. I'll leave it on here. I bet it ain't even gonna take a lap. Half a lap, they'll be on his bumper by the time we get to the backstretch. Let's ride here. Going into turn 1. Look at them coming. Yeah, they're gonna be on him. Better. There's a better angle. Look at the closing speed. I mean, it looks like Jimmy's standing still, and unfortunately, he's just sitting duck. They're going to go right to the high side. Does he throw a block and cause a caution? That could happen. This could be we'll have to see how this plays out. You can see how fast they're closing. You can't latch on to him. You have to go around him or you'll kill the whole momentum. What does he do? Does he throw the block? No, he's smart about it. He knows. He'll fall in line. But that's how quick they caught him. Moved Gerald Poole up 6 spots from where he started to a top 5. Brian Oshenska 6th. DJ Kinner 7th. Jimmy Johnson. Topher is 8th. Jimmy Johnson falls all the way from 5th to 9th in one straightaway. Back up at the front, we got Corey Harrigas, Jared Heasley. Let me get you off that camera angle. What happened to Canadian Stig? What? He's 4th, but he's... Oh. I don't know. Is that him? No, he must have got loose or something. He's 12 seconds behind. Not really sure what happened there. Something must have happened. So it looks like it will be decided between Jared, Corey, and Man Jr. Something must have happened here. JR, here we got something here. Because Rick Sargent's not in that pack anymore either. Let's see if we got this here. Should tell us. Rick Sargent got into the wall, and then that got into Canadian Stig, and that's how Stig, Sargent, and Kevin Giguara got off the pace. That's unfortunate. Back to the front. Mr. Heasley gonna come back off of his being sick and get the dub here tonight. 10 laps to go. 9 at the line. 9 laps to go. See what we got here. This is a tough one. I don't want to call who wins this race, but I will say Jared's got his good buddy Caleb behind him. They're not getting off each other. So does Caleb stay tucked right behind, and then it's going to take Manslammer and Corey to go high side to do something, because Caleb is not coming off of Jared. Or does Caleb go up and block that high side? This is tough. I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. This is interesting. It's a tough... Oh, man. Canadian Stig must have came and got a... Yeah, he's back with that. That's unfortunate there. That dropped JR all the way back to 9th. Had a top 4 going there. Dropped him to 9th. Put Thanos up to 4. So his strategy working out. Topher, even with that bad pit stop, back in 6th. So, yeah. Good rebound for those guys. Jimmy Johnson and JR were the losers on that one, so to speak. Again, nothing that Canadian Stig did wrong. Just bad timing, wrong spot, wrong time. That's all. 7 laps to go at the line. I can't believe nobody's going to end up on their roof. This is nuts. Somebody just ramming into the wall. Come on. Come on now, guys. You disappoint me. I got to have at least one crash to put in my highlight video. Come on now. Put a little ramp out there. Let you guys start jumping it. We will pull the top 3 first and get a word with them, and then we will try to pull the other contenders if they are still that we didn't get to talk to. I think we missed like 3 or 4. If they stay and chat long, pull them and get their take as well, since we didn't get to them. We had a little technical difficulty at the start. The power went out. I had to reset everything, but we got it back online, got her done. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 laps to go at the line. Jared Heasley, your leader. Manslammer is 2nd. Corey Harrigas is 3rd. Gerald Poole is 4th. Not in 22 seconds off the pace. So it will be decided between these 3. Unfortunately, I like where Jared's at, and he's got his buddy behind him. So again, Slammer and Corey are going to have to work together on this one. So then I like Manslammer's position. He goes high. He's going to have Corey push, and that could potentially give him a win. Or does Corey go high, fake it, leave him out to dry, right? I'm playing devil's advocate here. Leave him out to dry to get that spot, and then try to have Manslammer push him, but that's going to piss him off, and then he might not want to push. So this is tricky how this could go down. This is on board Mr. Heasley. It's a tough, looks like Corey is to the high side here. Corey went to the old high side. Man did not go with. I don't know. I think if you're gonna do it, you don't do it now. I'd probably wait 2 to go, 1 to go, something like that. Don't show your hand now. Corey going high. Corey wants to go. Corey gonna make this pass on the Slammer here. If he can get to his quarter panel, he can drag him back. You can do that. Corey wants to go. I mean, Corey knows it's go time. But I think Manslammer is just trying to play this safe. He doesn't want to go too early because I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. That's a shame. JR is down 10 spots in 11th. It's a little bit of bad luck today. And unfortunately, he came in 10th in the points, so that's gonna hurt a little bit. That's gonna hurt a little bit. And really, the only other playoff driver to have bad luck, worse than Canadian Stigs, is Rick Sargent down there in 13th. Well, yeah, it's unfortunately, it's looking like Jason's gonna have to go out and have a hell of a run next week. Make up some points. But again, that's why we race the race. You want a challenge. You don't want to just be giving it. Looks like they are currently coming up on Canadian Stig to lap him. 3 laps to go here. When will Manslammer make the move? Does he make the move? Is he content? Is he content with second? That very well may be. Looks like Corey's going to go up and use Jason. Nope. So now Jason's going to be in the mix here if he can hang on to the draft. It looks like he might have just lost it. Yes, he did. DJ, if you're watching the broadcast or have it pulled up, if you can hang in there after the race, I am going to try to pull you in after I talk to the top 3. Who else didn't I get? Jimmy Johnson, if you can hear this as well, hang in there. Got everybody else. 2 laps to go here. Corey is going. He's like, let's go now. We need to go now. He keeps pulling high, but Junior isn't biting on it. I'm not sure. Well, let's see what they're doing here in the last lap. I get it. Like, don't want to show your hand right away, but I mean, you're coming on 1 to go here. You gotta make the move. Now, when Junior goes high, does Corey go high with him? I think he got it. Like I said, it does. You know. If they fight it out now for positioning, it's going to be Jared winning this race. So, ooh, does Caleb? I would pull over now and let this be decided, but that's just me. Final lap. Let's see what we got here. Does Junior pull up high here with Corey? They're getting a good launch off for the last turn here. Junior goes high. Corey's going with him. They're going to make it interesting. Oh, Junior going to get a little bit of run here. Now go high. Nope, you can just content. Maybe off of turn 4, he'll try it again. He's gonna try to. There he goes. He's thinking about it. He's thinking. Corey. Oh! Caleb gets wrecked hard into the wall. Looks like Jared Heasley will win. Oh, hold on. We're coming to the line here. Not yet. Yeah, it looks like Heasley will win. Manslammer will be. Oh, wait. It's showing Junior. Hold on. Did Junior win that race? What? It's showing 0.000 that Junior won. I don't know who. Hold on. You can see it on the screen right there. I don't know. I don't know who won that race. It looked like. That's so weird. Anyway, go back and look at it because I think Jared. I think it's just the app screwing up. It's got to be. Anyway, let's pull Jared in here. See who does the donuts here. Let's get him. Go. Jared, this is Rich up in booth. You got a copy, bud?
Yeah, man.
Hey, congrats on the win. Hell of a drive, man. Looks like you're gonna go from, I don't know, 9th in the points to probably up to the top. I don't know, damn near close to it. Hell of a drive. I will say, even though I was watching it and saw Junior behind you on the program I'm using, it said that Manslammer Junior won, and you were 0.0000. It's showing it right now on screen. You are the winner, correct?
As far as I know.
Okay.
I hope so.
That's what. Well, anyway, it's like my eyes were telling me one thing, but the computer's telling me another. Anyway, congrats. Walk us through what you did there. I mean, I know your buddy Caleb, good buddy, was pushing you there. I figured he wasn't getting off your bumper.
Well, it was just a weird race, man. I don't even know how to describe that. That was the strangest Talladega race I think you're ever gonna see.
I mean, nobody on their roof. What the heck? I don't even have nothing for a highlight. I mean, the most I got is like a little rubbing. Like, what is like? What? How are you guys not slamming into the wall? I don't think I've ever seen Talladega go caution free.
I don't know. We got spread out through the first pit stop, and then there was a small issue behind us, and we got spread out again, and ended up just a four-man race. Yeah. I got lucky, man. It was the strangest race I think I've ever seen from Talladega. I
saw you had the Canadian Stig there with you, and then Sargent got into the wall and came down and wiped Jason out, and that took him out of the pack. That's what happened
took,
there.
Half the lead group out, and I was like, "There's 4 of us left. What are we gonna do?" And I just held my line and went.
Yep. Well, again, congratulations, and go enjoy your victory, and we'll see where you shake out in the points. And I'm glad you're feeling better, man.
Thank you.
All right. Let's grab Junior. And Slammer Jr., this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy? I grabbed the wrong one. I'm so dumb. I got Senior this time. Jesus. Oh, my God. Man, Slammer Jr., you got a copy?
Yeah, man. How's it going?
You'll never guess what I just did. I just did the exact same thing I did at the start of the race when I was grabbing Senior and got you.
Yeah, man, you evened it out, so now it's like it never happened. It's a parallel universe. You did both sides of the spectrum.
Anyway, congrats on second place. I will say though, I was just talking to Jared. So I'm looking at the screen, right, and I see you're tucked in right behind him. And I saw you go across the line with Jared in front. There's no way you can win. But on my add-ons I have running, it's saying that you won the race and Jared finished second by 0.0000. So I'm just thinking, I know my eyes are telling me he didn't, but my computer's anyway. Congrats on second. Walk us through that last lap. You really didn't have a lot of help. It looked like you were kind of content.
We were just cruising, man. Before all that, I think it was about 5 to go. You got a lap car working with Gerald, but I mean, he tried to clear himself, and he's making moves like he's running for second spot right there. And had it been a guy on the lead lap, I would have backed out, but he came across my nose. He shouldn't have, and it cost a lot of people some damage. And I hate that it happened. Luckily for us, it didn't cost us a whole bunch. I still had fun running with the pack up there, and he came flying through the pack again and about chopped my nose off the second time. So I don't know. He took out the 12 there at the end, who was running with us, and we would have had a good run. It kind of sucks. I really thought it'd been really fun coming double, triple wide of the line, and again, I hate to bitch about it, but you got a guy guy at the back of the pack is trying to cut off half a lane to block my run. It's kind of silly. It's dangerous, but it is what it is. Good finish tonight, and we'll carry on the second round, and we'll have some fun with it, man. Bring some more chaos.
10-4, bud. Congratulations on second. You go enjoy that, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah. It's beer time now.
Oh, you know it. All right, let's see who else we can grab here. Darn, Rick left. Who else we got? Got Jason. Canadian Stig, this is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud? Canadian Stig. Rich up in the booth. Got a copy? Want to talk to me before the race? Don't want to talk now? All right. Okay. Let's grab a Thanos. This is Rich up in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
Oh yeah.
So walk us through that one. Kind of a weird race. Nobody ended up on their hoods. Packs got split up by pit strategies, and some people having good pit stops, some people not. In the end, you did what you said you were going to do. You kind of played it safe, and you come home with a 7th place finish. Not bad at all, but you kind of got split up there on that first pit stop, and it kind of put you behind the 8 ball the whole way, and then no cautions. So.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I had to do was, once it got split up like that, was try to lead the pack I was in, and it was as the race kept going on, I was actually moving up towards the I was making up places, got up to 4th there at the end, and unfortunately, there at the end. I got a heck of a run on DJ, and him and Jimmy Johnson were, racing together, and I figured I'd just try to split them up a little bit. And when DJ got in front of me, I got a little bit of a big run on him and tapped his rear bumper, and some mayhem ensued. And but I'll take the 7th place. At least we were able to get across the finish line.
10-4. Well, congrats again. I didn't even see that pop up on my thing. But congrats on the good run. I think you might not be the point leader after this one, but it's definitely gonna shake it up. It's gonna, hey, that's why we raced the race, right? It makes it interesting, and we will see you attack the next track that we go to next week. So congratulations, and thanks again for sponsoring all this for us here and getting the name out there and all that good stuff. We appreciate that so much.
Oh no, and thank you for the great job you're doing. And I want to thank my sponsors, Kings of Thrash, the alloy wheel repair specialists of the Upstate. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, we didn't have one. It was an interesting race, but when these things go, caution free, they kind of end up that way. So, hey, it is what it is. I don't think I probably am hurt as bad as I think. Like I
No,
said,
you
we'll
should
go
be
to
good.
next week. Oh yeah, it's hey, it's only about getting to the next round. So all good, man. Have a good one.
You too, buddy.
Catch you later.
Catch you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that'll about wrap it up. The other two I wanted to talk to bounced out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Tune back next week. We will have round number 2, and I'll have an updated points for you with that on the intro. And again, after that race, the bottom 3 in points will drop out, and we will start another round and reset points. So I thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And hope to see you all back next week. Laters.